That was an absolutely brutal knockout. I don't necessarily like seeing knockouts like that. And when they come later on in a fight, when there's been a cumulative damage, it's always a little bit worrying. Those early knockouts, when you're sparked out cold, there's a much higher chance of you being okay. But when you're weakened, when you're dehydrated, and you go down like Berchelt did off that left hook from Valdez, it's always a little worrying. So excellent to hear that, I presume, that he is doing okay. I was wrong. Oscar Valdez boxed very well. He'd shown flashes in his last fight of this back foot game that did not seem to suit him. He looked like a guy who was tactically confused, forgot his old fighting style of winging away. But this guy, under Eddie Reynoso now, really can box. He was moving very nicely, mostly to his left, slamming on the brakes and walking Berchelt with his stalking onto big left hooks. It was nice to watch. Berchelt, after having a terrible fourth round, he did seem to gain back some ground. You probably can give him rounds 6 and 7. But this is where Valdez is deserving of a bit more credit. He didn't go completely mental. He didn't try and force a stoppage. He stuck to his game plan. He slowly sapped the strength of his fellow Mexican, kept moving back, taking the sting off the punches coming his way and looking for the sharp counters. Excellent performance. Does have to be said, even though I'd made my prediction, when I saw the weigh-in and I saw the way Berchelt was scoffing fruit and guzzling water, it was a little bit concerning. Yes, when people are tight at making the weight, we are accustomed to seeing them drinking a bit of Gatorade, some water. But with Berchelt, it was just that little bit extra. He looked like he was trying to rectify the damage that had been done to his body by making weight. And I've got to say, Timothy Bradley said it in round 3 before anything had really happened. He just came out with, Miguel Berchelt is totally weight drained. And I do think that was a factor. The way he was reacting to the punches, he just looked like his legs, the way they were shaking, his powers of recovery seemed to be very much affected with these shots. Part of my rationale for picking Berchelt in this fight was that he has campaigned at super featherweight for a long time, so I thought he was one of those guys, even though he's pushing 30 now, metabolism-wise, he's fine making this weight period. It seems now the time has come when he can't keep doing that to his body. And he put on 16 pounds come fight night, and you could just see it. This was a jaded force in there. It's no knock on Valdez. He did what he needed to do, and he showed he can stick to a very good game plan. But the way Berchelt was reacting to some of those punches, I didn't like it at all. He did look weakened. And again, I can emphasize I'm only happy that he seems to be okay after that really bad knockout. With Valdez, he could possibly fight Carl Frampton in the future now. He has had a real revitalizing of his career. It did look like he was going a bit stale, that he was possibly already past it. A little bit small at 130 pounds as well. But no, now he's WBC champ. Could fight Shakur Stevenson. I'm not sure he would want to give that guy a chance just yet. Bad styles match for him, probably. But I would not undersell the experience that Valdez has got now. And he has clawed back a lot of confidence that may not have been there for the last few fights. He is going to be feeling very good. And under Eddie Reynoso, he shows that he can implement a very tight boxing plan that he wasn't first associated with when he came onto the scene. Big congratulations to him. As for Berchelt, he showed a lot of heart, but he's no good at this weight. At least go up to lightweight, probably light welterweight.